Peace, fam. It's the Pressure Cooker, and I'm back with another video. I wanted to come and do a more fun type video, but it's still profiling and explorative. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please feel free to join in. Hop down in the comments. Let me know what you think, okay? So what I've been watching a lot of Star Trek. I started rewatching Next Generation when I was pregnant, and continued to watch it after my son was born. And now Jeff and I are watching Deep Space Nine. So I've just had Star Trek on the brain. I loved watching Star Trek when I was a kid, but it's a lot of stuff I didn't remember. So then this morning I was like, yo, some of the people from the beef sector has qualities from these different like groups or races of people in Star Trek. So I'm gonna go through the different groups and we're gonna talk about some of the qualities that I see in the beef sector people. This is meant to be more fun, okay? Yeah. So let me know what you think. Okay, so the first group of people that I'm gonna talk about are the Ferengis. Child, I cannot stand the Ferengis. When I was watching the Next Generation, I can't stand their ass, but they're growing on me in Deep Space Nine. And what I've learned about the Ferengis is they're all about the bag, okay? That's it. 24/7, 365, the Ferengis are about their bag. You don't mess with their bag. They're always looking for a way to secure the bag. They're always looking for a way to build interest on the bag, okay? Their profit at all costs. In fact, they talk about their lobes, at least the male Ferengi talk about their earlobes as like the things that their antennas for sensing an opportunity or to make money. So they even have a whole rule book called the Rules of Acquisition, honey. That's how they can get people. That's how they can make money and get deals. And they have a lot of different customs and tradition. But I kind of feel like the Ferengis are the scammers in the Star Trek world, okay? Yes, they may have a eye for profit, but listen. It's the Ferengis, they will send you some bun up rice. Okay, shout out to Oliver at Large if you know I'm talking about rice de forum bun bonero. Child, they'll send you some burnt rice, okay, and make a profit off of that shit. And to me, I feel like there are a lot of people in the beef sector who's giving Ferengi, okay? They're always coming up with some type of scam or story about, why they need money and how to get that money. Not everybody in the beef sector has Ferengi qualities, let me say that, but there's definitely a large subset of people who do, and that is how they make most of their money on here. It's not Google AdSense, if you know what I'm saying. So there's a lot of that Ferengi energy here in the beef sector. My question for you when it comes to Ferengi people in the beef sector, who do you think has the lobes for profit? And when I say that, that could mean like who are the repeated scammers that you see on here, okay? Feel free, this is a safe place. Just because you write it don't mean that I agree, but guess what? Feel free to write what you feel. The next set of people that I want to talk about from Star Trek are the Klingons. Okay, now you can't have the beef sector Star Trek comparison without talking about Klingons. Okay, Klingons are just a warrior's warrior. These are like your knuck if you buck type people. Okay, they always ready to get it popping. If you breathe too hard, the Klingon is coming for your neck. Okay, they stay ready with the bat'leth. Okay, if you don't know what a bat'leth is, that is a Klingon sword. All right, they are just ready to just pop off at any moment, okay? But they also have like a fun loving culture of drinking, having a good time. They like to get, how can I say this tastefully? They like to get it in very weird ways, but whatever. They have another side of them that's not just fighting, but they also like to have fun. Okay, but they are fierce warriors. The Klingons do not fear death. Okay, in fact, their greatest honor is to die in battle. Now, I feel like 95% of the people in the beef sector, if not more, have some type of Klingon blood. Okay, there are different levels to the Klingons, though, in the beef sector. So there are Klingons who are Klingons in the beef sector. Who are they? Those are the people who they just ready to start swinging at a moment's notice. They show no fear. They don't care. They'll take on anybody. Then you have other Klingons that's like, if you don't bother me, I ain't gonna bother you. Okay, that's kind of me. I do think I have some Klingon energy, but I'm definitely not like a shit starter. But if you come for me, I'm fit to get my back let. Okay, that's how I feel. So I think there's degrees of Klingons, but I do think that the Klingons would be the people who stay fighting every single day. Child, I don't know how they get new stories, but they be fighting. These people find ways to fight with each other that is just unimaginable. So who do you think are Klingons in the beef sector, or major Klingons, I should say, because I think if you are somewhere around the beef sector, you got some type of Klingon energy. It's just varying degrees of it. The next people I want to talk about are the Cardassians. Okay, now I find it so ironic, sidebar, that like I never knew there were a group of people. I don't remember this from my childhood, that there was a group of people called the Cardassians in Star Trek. And the way I perceive the Cardassians really reminds me of some of the Kardashians, but that's a whole nother story, and that's another video for another day. Even the name is similar, but so I look at the Cardassians as oppressors. Okay, they are the type of people who you on the playground, you minding your business, you're playing in the goddamn sandpit, and they just come on push you over, or they just come on push you, bump you, punch you in the head for no goddamn reason. That's the Cardassians. Okay, so these are agitators. They're very dominating. Now, the Klingons have a very dominating energy, but it's different. It doesn't feel like they're trying to conquer people for nothing. Okay, whereas the Cardassians, they can't stand to see other people living their life and having fun. So they got to dream of ways to oppress people. Y'all remember they oppressed the Bajorans for years and did all this evil shit to them. Now, some people gonna get in their feelings. I think the Cardassians, in terms of the beef sector, is set aside for a specific group of people. This group of people has been likened to a cult. Okay, they have doxed people. They have tried to get people to lose their jobs. They impersonate people. They're just terrorists when it comes to the YouTube street. Now, a little bit more of a clue, they've been disbanded a bit because their leader, the Goal, okay, because the Goal is like the leader of the Cardassians. Okay, the Gul Dukat is not here. Okay, the Gul Dukat is not here, so they've disbanded, but they're still doing their fuckery. And to me, the Cardassians, I remember the first time I saw them on screen, I was like, yo, these people look terrifying as the fuck. That was just how I felt. Does it mean I'm scared of these people? Absolutely not. The point I'm making is the Cardassians, to me, are some of the most dangerous people in Star Trek because they can't just leave well enough alone. They have to take other people's shit. They have to make other people's lives miserable, which is different than a Klingon who just is a warrior. They're just like, look, you mess with me and mine, I'm going to fight you. That's different to me. Do y'all know what I'm saying? So the Cardassians is, to me, it's a specific group of people. That's who I think they are, if you catch my drift. Next, we have the Starfleet Officers. Now, Starfleet Officers are obviously the people who work for the Federation. Okay, they got the uniform. Starfleet Officer could be anybody. They could be human. They could be Klingon. Well, there's only one Klingon that's worth. But when I think of the energy of a Starfleet Officer in terms of the beef sector, these are the people who are more diplomatic. These are the people who try to conduct themselves in a more orderly fashion. Okay, these are people who like action, but they don't like chaos. Let me say that again. They like action, but they don't like chaos. Now, some of the haters in LSA might refer to them as the elites. I don't think these people have an elite mentality. I think they just like to conduct themselves in a different way. We all like a little mess sometimes, but that don't mean you want to be the one starting the chaos. The Starfleet officers of the B sector tend to be more professional in their approach, okay? And like I said, they're typically not the ones starting drama. They just like to they like the action, but they don't like to create or be a part of the chaos. Who do you think are some Starfleet officers from the beef sector? And then finally, we have hybrids, okay? So hybrids would be, I think this is most people, hybrids is a mixture of any two or more of the different subsets from Star Trek, or the people groups from Star Trek. What do you think? Okay, this is my Star Trek beef sector video. It just dawned to me this morning. I wanted to share it, and I would love to hear your thoughts and your comments about who you think is who. Try to keep it light, folks. Okay, and I'm not talking about people commenting, but if people are talking about you, don't take it serious. It is not that deep. It's a fictional show. Okay. Anyway, much love to y'all. I'll see you on the next video.